wanted, but because of the change in South Africa in 1994, where they wanted to get rid of the apartheid, I was forced to take the package at Telkom, and then things didn't work out. From then it's been up and down life. But I used to have a job here, a job there, but nothing permanent.
Okay.
And I landed up in a place called, not the place, working for EPWP. It's a Public Works, Extended Public Work Program, like the council office. You work for the council, you clean the streets, and you get your stipend, but you can live with it. But I've been living in a shelter, right in a shelter, since about 2007 till about, not about the last year, 2025.
Okay. The one thing I wanted to ask was, how was life for you growing up? Were you with a family, with your parents? Did you guys all move from? You said from Madeira, right?
Yes.
In Portugal. So at what age did you guys immigrate to South Africa?
Okay.
And how was life like when you guys just arrived or when you were still growing up?
Okay, we came here in 1969, as I said previously.
Yeah.
I was 3 years old. I attended primary school. It was a nice, easy lifestyle. As I said, my father was a crayfish fisherman, used to make good money, and life was very nice. It was just, we stayed in Woodstock where it was white people, Indian, African people, black Africans, it was colored people. So to me, racism, it was never an issue. We all lived nice together. Now, a lot of girlfriends I've had have been black, others have been colored, others have been white. And yeah, it was a very nice lifestyle.
Okay. So and also after this whole transition that you went through, like after you left your parents to become independent, after the army, after Telkom, in that period of time, were you married? Did you have your own family? Did you have kids?
I was engaged, so I went up to engagement once. So when I was younger, I did say I was going to get married, but I was joking, but it seemed like it was going to be my course, because that's what happened. I got engaged, and about 2 weeks later, after finding out infidelity from the partner, and I might add, see my sister, my older sister, which is a pensioner now, it could be my mom. After her relationship with her husband, they also put me off. So after that engagement didn't work or go into a marriage, I decided just to stay single.
Oh, so and you've been single ever since?
Ever since, yes.
Do you have any kids?
And no children at all. Lucky or unlucky, I don't know, because sometimes when you do, you're forced to, how can I say, commit yourself more to get things and that.
Yeah.
Other times you also see it as maybe a burden and too much responsibility. I'm not sure which way, but yeah, that's how I ended up.
Okay. All right. So I'm also we let's get to the crux of the matter. How did you end up on the streets?
Okay, it's quite simple. As I was saying previously, I was going from, I've been at various shelters. You're only allowed to stay at a shelter for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
But I was doing EPW contracts with a maximum working period from one to the other of about 3.5 to 4 months, or you're supposed to wait 3 months as well. But that was it, and in that time I still had enough money saved up to continue paying the shelters continue paying the shelters until my new contract came about.
Okay.
But unfortunately this time around, I don't know why it happens, but my last contract ended last year, 2025, in June. This is now June 2026, and I still haven't had a phone call or nothing for a new contract, and I've gone to where a person must go to 50 Wells Street to update the database continuously. The sheriff is still around. I've done that, and I still haven't had a phone call.
Still haven't had a phone call?
Yeah, for the new contract.
Okay, so it's because of the termination of your job that got you on the street, if I understood you correctly.
That's correct.
And the fact that you could not get a job again after that.
Precisely. That's
Yeah.
it, because as I say, even a shelter you must pay for. So eventually I was there, and after a while couldn't pay. I was no more income. My savings that I had saved have been used up for accommodation and food and so forth.
Yeah.
And it was exactly like you said.
Can you take us through the process? Like, when did it become apparent that today you are going to be on the street? And what were the events that were surrounding that specific circumstance that said, I'm living in this flat, but today is my last day. From tomorrow, I have nowhere else to go. Can you remember how that happened? And for how long you've now been in that situation?
Well, it happened, as I say, they told me that they knew that my contract was going to finish at the end of June.
Yeah.
And as I say, I've been here on the streets since about July or so. And because I couldn't pay for the following month,
Yes.
they already, the people that run the shop, they already knew that Victor, we're going to speak to this guy, which they did. They spoke to me, and they said, Victor, this is the end of July, it's going to be your last day, and so forth. And you must make another plan or another accommodation. We're going to try to help you, but we can't promise you anything. And that's for about a month I lived this, but on the final day, in my mind, mentally, I was ready to go out, and I had seen people, and I've got friends that do live on the street as well, so I wasn't used to it because I hadn't experienced it, but I sort of had myself prepared. I can't say I was prepared, but I had the sort of basics. That wasn't something going to be that was going to be completely like a surprise or something new. I was, in a way, ready in a way, obviously, to experience it with a physical thing. Yeah.
Okay. What is the biggest challenge living on the street?
There's quite a few challenges, to be honest with you. You must, first of all, but I'd say the biggest one is just to be very vigilant that your possessions don't disappear.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest one. Day or night.
Yes.
Because that disappears very quick. People, they snap it up very fast.
What do they hope to get when they're trying to steal from a homeless person? So what do people generally hope to get from your bags?
They hope to get, obviously, cash, number one, cash or their cell phone.
Okay.
A lot of homeless people have got cell phones. And then number two, any items which they can sell again, like the clothing, and not clothing, ladies, jewelry, but mostly clothing and so forth, for shoes.
Yeah.
Especially shoes which they can sell for whatever they drink or substance usage or whatever the case is.
Yeah. At this point in time, are you employable?
I'm very employable.
What can you do?
I'm very diverse. I'm, as I say, a jack of all trades, master of none.
Okay.
I can do mental work, I can even operate, I fully computer literate, but I can also do physical work. Like, as I say, I was cleaning the streets, I can do gardening, I can do physical work, and I enjoy it because it gives me a workout, and I actually enjoy it. Yeah. So either way, I'm very employable.
Okay. And if there are people that are listening to you now and they would like to reach out to you to offer some form of assistance, what would be your immediate need from anyone that is looking to assist you?
Immediate needs?
Yeah.
Accommodation.
Okay.
That's my immediate one. Accommodation and obviously a bit of clothing and toiletries. That's my immediate. Yeah.
Okay. What about if someone wants to offer you, for example, a job? What area specifically would you find most convenient for you?
The most convenient.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually two. They can put me to do admin work, which is maybe not the number one, but it will coincide with any physical work that they've got to do at home, keeping the place intact, neat, the garden, the inside of the house clean, the outside, caretaking, anything in that, all, as I was saying, computer work as well, do admin for them, data capturing, one of those two, yeah.
And how can they reach out to you?
They can give me a call.
Okay, do you have a number that they can call? Do you mind saying your number?
It's 073
Yes.
335
Yes.
2565.
So it's 073 again?
225
225.
073
Yeah.
335
Correct.
2565.
2565. Okay, that's perfect. So on a daily basis, it must be very challenging having access to a shower, food, cash for your basic necessities. So what is your main form of income at the moment?
The main form of income, as I explained to you, I did discuss with you earlier, these are collect cans. It's not, I won't say it's a legal thing because I haven't got a business license,
Yeah.
but it's allowed by the law so far to collect cans out of dustbins, or maybe even certain businesses that you speak to someone and they'll give you maybe once a week, you can visit them and they'll supply you cans, or even private people, like I've got one or two in Mully Point. They keep the cans for a month, and on the last Tuesday of the month or the last Wednesday of the month, I go there and I collect quite a few cans, and that's how I survive it.
Okay, and on a daily basis, on average, what can you make collecting cans?
If it's good weather, or should I say preferably summertime, you can make between 70 to maybe 110, 120. At the moment, beginning of winter, I'm experiencing anything from 10 to 30 rands. Yeah.
A day.
A day.
Okay. What would be your biggest regret in life, and if given a chance, you would fix that to live a normal life again?
My biggest regret was to sell my house that I had in Tableview. If I had the same thing over again, I would have kept the house and rather asked someone to stay there, rent it out, done it the wise way, and yeah, that is a biggest regret. But at that time, I'll just add on to that, it was my dad that passed away, my job that I lost, and my girlfriend of about 4 years. So all within 2 to 2.5 months happened. It was a triple blow, and I went a bit, not, I won't say mad, but I couldn't think 100% straight, logically. No.
Yeah.
It was just a bit too much for me.
Okay.
That is my biggest regret, selling my house.
Okay. And you sold this house in what year?
That was in 2001.
2001. So I am assuming that you didn't use the proceeds from the sale in a profitable way.
No, I didn't. The profit was only about, it was about 38,000 at that time anyway.
Okay.
From the bond to actually what I got out. But I could have still used that money at that time to invest or put it into some small type of business to proceed and carry on. But as I say, just the sale of the house was already an error.
Yes.
It was already an error because the rent I could have accumulated monthly from it would have been much more wiser move.
Okay. Now, are there any family members, friends, ex-colleagues, associates that you think might be able to assist you, but they currently do not even know the position that you are in at the moment? So, for example, is there anyone out there that could be of immediate help to you, for example, shelter or providing you basic? Is there anyone out there that you would like to maybe reach out to, or maybe this conversation can actually spark that connect between the two of you, for that person to come and maybe give you any form of assistance?
Well, offhand, my brother is way too old even probably to move out the house. I've got a brother here, he's older enough to be my great-grandfather, because I was born very late.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, I've got my sister, which is on pension. She stays in Paro. If she can maybe get hold of this, she herself won't be able to offer me a job, but she'll maybe have, will probably have connections or assist me for accommodation, not at her place, but otherwise, and also friends that could offer me the job.
Okay. Do you know where she lives?
She stays in Paro North, it's a place called the Islands. The Islands.
Okay. Is she aware of your current state?
She is aware of the current state.
Have you tried to reach out to her?
I've spoken to her a few times, but I don't think she really understands or my full requirements, or is knowledgeable of what I'm really going through. She just say maybe stay outside, and she sees me out, I might act, or I'm still in a good mood or whatever, nice and happy. So I don't think she really knows what I'm going through.
Okay. And now, looking at the current state of affairs in the country, do you think the government is in any way or form assisting people that are in your condition? And if not, do you think that there is anything that the government could possibly do that would make lives of the people that are on the street slightly better to what they currently experience?
Well, to be honest with you, as far as I know, the government, there's lots of vacant buildings in the heart of Cape Town and around Cape Town that they're just not doing anything with. And surely they could allocate a few of those premises for homeless people which are willing, and will be able to show them that they can progress, give them a chance to progress, sorting up with accommodation, but not that type of accommodation, just a normal shelter, have a proper program so they can who's good at accounting, right, we put him in there, or he's good at working in the building industry, put him there, and they can see that this program, and it shows that he is consistent, or she, they can place them into cheap accommodation, and that will help a lot of homeless people in Cape Town, because there's a lot of homeless people which are very qualified and willing to progress and perform to become what they were, or better, but they're not given the chance at all.
Please just remind me your name again.
Juan De Souza. They call me Joe for short, because Juan is Portuguese, it sounds difficult to pronounce it. Joe De Souza.
All right, Joe, thank you so much for this conversation, for granting me this interview. And I really hope that people that watch this and listen to your story, they will be able to reach out to you, even if it means helping you with a small capital, maybe to start your own thing somewhere, or provide you with shelter, because it's very tough out there on the street, especially in winter. Winter can be very, very disastrous for people that are not sheltered.
And sorry to interrupt, but not only physically but mentally too.
But mentally too, that's correct, yeah. So I really wish that this video will reach the right people, and that someone will also be able to reach out to you. His number would be on the screen. If anyone is willing to assist him, they can reach out to him directly. Thank you so much for watching, and see you again on the next episode. Is there any message you want to give out?
There is one message I've actually forgot, and I don't know why, but it's also one of maybe a dream that could become possible. Is you mentioned capital, and if there's a possible way that someone could maybe even to get a small delivery vehicle,
Yeah.
where the cans that I collect, I could take myself to the main scrap yards and get the proper price for, or even have other people even bring it to me at a certain point. I could actually start a nice business. People bringing me cans and taking to the scrap yards to make money, and that would be quite lucrative.
Okay, so you basically you're saying you want to act almost as a collection point
Correct.
for others that are collecting cans.
Yes.
And then you'll be able now to then take this with a van to the center where you can get them sold.
That's correct.
All right, so that's
Much
another
better price than I do currently, yes.
perfect. All right, so that's another idea, a business idea from Joe. So anyone that is looking to maybe have some kind of partnership or assist in any way or form, his numbers are also on the screen. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the beautiful wet day in Cape Town and Sea Point.